I
All
agree.
right. Peele sent us this. Is there different levels to being broke? I'm gonna play this video.
For
For sure.
me, was different, bro. Like y'all be playing, talking about y'all was broke and y'all still was eating. You know what I'm saying? And your mama still had a car. Boy, you was not broke. Y'all had a car. Y'all had AC. Y'all had fans. You had socks and shoes. And man, you wasn't broke. Like real deal, bro. The shoes I had, somebody gave them to me. My neighbors gave them to me. Me and my sister come in the house and flick the light on. If it come on, we shout. Like, man, who did this? Like, you seen the lights on. That's just how much they was off. You feel what I'm saying? Like, bro, this real deal. I'm talking about stomach, everybody in the house hungry. Everybody in the house starving. It ain't one thing in the refrigerator in the cabinet nowhere. And it's 120 degrees outside. You can't walk nowhere and your stomach touching your back. You ain't gonna even make it nowhere, so you trapped. You trapped in a house with no AC and no fan, with the electricity probably off, and you starving. You feel what I'm saying? And it happened so much that was normal to me. That was normal. That became my normal life to the point to where it didn't even hurt me no more, really. You feel what I'm saying? On top of that, you getting teased. Like people know what you going through and everybody giving you a hard time.
So I think, bro, is there different levels to being broke, man?
It's different levels.
You see, I
Right
got the
now we
spectrum right there. I got the spectrum right there. You got naked broke when you just butt naked broke. You got minimum wage broke. You got make just enough broke. You got bad decision broke. When you just make so many bad decisions, it takes so much to get out. It just make you broke. Then you got the top one, living above your means broke. Like Whoopi Goldberg. I'm gonna got a video for that. You Whoopi broke. Whoopi Goldberg broke.
Hmm.
Cause
yeah,
I think,
my
go ahead, go ahead.
I was just talking about being broke. My son is so spoiled. Like we ain't got the internet in the car. Oh, well, we ain't got the internet. Da, 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 da. He crying about that. You ain't never been hungry. I don't think you've ever been hungry. Like that.
Hmm.
What you about to
Yeah,
say, Phil? What you gotta say, Phil?
yeah. Like I say, there's always different levels to being broke. Like I ain't have to, every day wonder if the lights was gonna be on, but it was time you came home like, damn, okay. But it was back on like the next day or something, and hoping the food didn't spoil or nothing like that. But it's
Well,
definitely different levels.
here's the thing, right? This is what I learned growing up, right? If you live in a certain area, right, everybody's broke, but everybody handled it different. Everybody prioritized stuff different, right? Yeah, the person might have a car, but guess what? It might be a cash car. It may be a 83 Regal, you know what I'm saying, that they drive. They still broke, but they driving the 83 Regal, you know what I'm saying? And then some people have a new car, but they pick the car over the refrigerator, you know what I'm saying? Because people see them in the car, but they're not coming into their house. Is everybody handle being broke different, you know what I'm saying? I think sometimes that don't get talked about, but you know, just like my grandma and my mom, they knew how to get food when they had money. So when the money wasn't there, they had the commodity food to pull from if they couldn't get the food from the grocery store. You know what I'm saying? But not everybody thinks like that. You know what I'm saying?
Oh
So I
yeah,
think it's different ways to handle broke because you don't have commodity food's free. You just got to go get it. You know what I'm saying?
like
Oh.
like growing up, I know I didn't know we was broke until we went to school. Like once I got older, I was like, damn,
And
we
you know what? It's some
might be,
parents out there that
we might be.
will put their kids in nice clothes, even though they can't afford it. But they will put their kids in nice clothes, even though they broke. You just don't know them enough to know that though.
It was
His kids, it was kids like that too. You know what I'm saying?
like our broke was it wasn't the same as that, but it was kind of similar same. Like I didn't
But
stay
can
with
we
my
be
mama.
honest? If
Like
if you live, most people live in the projects probably broke, right?
yeah,
Because you ain't gonna live there if you're not broke, right?
yeah, but unless it was kind of like that in between. You know what I'm saying? Like
But you're still broke because you're there because of income base, right? You're not there because you want to be.
you like some use it as a stepping stone, like my mom had me at what 16. So by the time she left, she was 18. You know what I'm saying? I got to
Right.
find my own. And coming and they had moved up here from Hamburg, so it was a little bit different. You really just starting all over because you don't know nobody. Y'all moved up here from the country, broke. You know what I'm
And that's why
saying?
we're trying to tell kids, like, if you don't develop yourself after high school, you can follow one of these spectrum on a spectrum. You could be
Yeah,
minimum
like
wage broke. You could be butt naked broke. You could be make just enough. When you say make just
yeah,
enough, that means after you pay your bills, you only got like $200 left over to make it to the next week. That's called living check to check. You know what
Listen,
I'm saying?
now her broke was different from grandma broke.
For
You know what I'm
sure.
saying?
For sure.
Grandpa might have a little extra change. You know
Yeah.
what I'm saying?
For sure.
But once you figure it out and get your own stuff, then you realize like how hard it is
Yeah.
in the real world. But
100%.
it's
yeah,
just
like
so go
yeah,
ahead.
like I was saying, sometimes you broke and don't know it, but you gotta level up
Yeah.
to
Mm-hmm.
get to being project broke.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
You can you imagine working hard to level up 2 times
Mm-hmm.
just to be on projects level? Mike
Yeah.
talk about project people all the time, but we had to work hard to get to that
Yeah.
level.
Yeah.
You know
100%.
what I mean?
Three times. Three
Um,
times. Take that hard.
and you still got to go to school and you still got to do all this stuff.
Mm-hmm.
That's why it's so tempting to make it happen by other means.
Mm-hmm.
Um,
Like having a
because
kid too early will put you on this so fast. And next
first
thing you
of
know,
all,
you got
you
yeah,
already own it, and,
yeah,
a lot of
exactly.
people are doubling down and getting
Yeah.
pregnant when they own this scale or
Man.
below this scale.
Yeah.
So people need to realize it could always get worse.
Yeah.
You know,
Yeah.
you can
It can,
because
yes.
it's a level below the level of brokenness you own. You ain't got no car, but you got a job. It's somebody with no car
Mm-hmm.
and no job. You
Yeah.
know what I mean?
100%.
And but you ain't got a place to stay. If somebody don't got a place to stay, if somebody homeless and they owe 120,000, they
Yeah.
homeless and they in debt, and they credit shot. So it's somebody always working you, and if you give up, it can get worse. And you hit
So
rock bottom, you still alive. Guess what? It can still get worse. That's why growing your skills and leveling up is the way out. But you can always go backwards. There's always
yeah,
room for
bad
you
decision, right?
in the
Bad
storm.
decision, broke.
Yeah,
You getting your way out, you mess around, do something crazy, you get a felony, bad decision, broke, because now you got to spend the money to get out of legal trouble. You know what I'm saying?
yep. And
Before
now,
we talk,
now you got a stain on your record.
yeah, before we talk about Whoopi, before I go to this video, the dude that was talking about the situation he was in, I
Mm-hmm.
want to let kids know this, like, how tough is it, or how tough of a parent do you have to be to have your kids in a situation for a long time, like in y'all
Like,
opinion?
like people skip over the
But
fact.
they don't get talked about enough, you know what I'm
Like
saying?
they skip over the fact that I think son probably like uh early 30s,
Yeah.
but they gotta understand what their parents had to go through during those times, like those um those times where they probably had to watch, you can't sit here, you can't do this, you can't do nothing. You know what I'm saying? Then they parents might have been killed or something like
Yeah.
it's a lot more contributing factors, and soon as you get up 2 or 3 steps, you get knocked back down six. Then you having kids. Like it's a lot to it, man, than more than
Oh,
just
Yeah.
100%. It
thinking.
is.
Don't compound bad season.
That's why I'm trying to tell kids, don't
It was
put
hard for
extra
you to
hurdles.
make it. Yeah,
Yeah.
exactly. It's hard for you to make it. Now you trying to make it with the kids.
Mhm.
Boy, for real. All right, let's watch Whoopi. This is what happened when you making money and you can't, and you broke. You like
I
rich
commend her
broke.
for her candor and her transparency. She said, "Look, I may still need to work. I can't retire from the view. I hope the show goes on forever for her just for that statement. But some people are sort of outraged, like how is this possible? That somebody making $6 million, $5-6 million a year, which is their estimated compensation on the show, how is it possible that you need to work? It's estimated she has a $20 million or so net worth, and you'll see in a minute that that's not going to be enough if she needs to retire in the way in which she's accustomed. So basically, her income, the way she's structured her life, probably being a celebrity is expensive, is very similar to a $75,000 income of a middle class American, where they end up with $7,500, $10,000 most, a free income after they pay all their expenses. So let me walk you through very quickly financial literacy lesson.
So before we get into that, do y'all agree 70% of Americans live paycheck to paycheck?
For sure. People do not make enough, and if they do make enough, they live above their means where they shouldn't
Boy,
be living. You know, they got a
boy.
house that they shouldn't be having.
Right.
You make 50 or 60,000, but you drive $100,000 car. You know,
Boy,
I want
for
this
real.
trim. I gotta have the leather seats. I gotta have this and that, and um, that car is not for you just because you can afford it and your credit says yes.
Man, it's
You
people that's
paying
living
more
off
for the
Chico, bro.
car. What?
It's people that's living off Chico. You know, in them old school houses, like 2 bedroom, 1 bath. He got like a Mercedes S5 parked in front of them. The
But
car costs more than the house.
the extent of the dream. That's their dream car.
Yeah, yeah,
It costs
yeah.
more than the house.
But yeah,
Yeah.
it's that. Yeah, to answer your question, yeah, everybody living above. Not everybody, but some people are
Yeah.
living above their
Or
means. But
or you got a $90,000 car, but you still stay home to mom.
Boy,
mm-hmm.
yeah, that's crazy.
Easy. But
Anybody you see driving around them GMC trucks, they spending 80 racks or better. Think about
but
that. Whether you in the hood or whether you in the heights. If you ride
And
around that
whether
GMC Sierra
and
with the trim pack,
and guess what? Whether you get your own business, you're a plumber or a terminator, or whether you just drive it to work, you still paying that note. That's
yeah,
how much the truck costs.
and,
man.
and what people have to understand, like during the time when Whoopi first started, every 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 person dream was to move to LA. Move to LA to get bigger opportunities. Yeah, times have changed now where you don't have to actually stay in LA to make it, but you have to go there. Taxes
But,
high now.
but watch him break
Higher.
down the stuff she doing though. Watch him break down the stuff she doing though. Watch this.
Lesson here, how she might be flowing and the stress she might be dealing with. So federal and state taxes in New York and California, which is where she is domiciled, I believe, it might hit her in local tax also of $3.5 million a year. So she might see 45% of that poof gone just in city, state, and federal taxes.
45% gone if she don't play the tax game
You
with
see?
nonprofits and all that. Gone in taxes. Ugh.
Now her baseline is $3.5 million.
Ugh.
She's got multiple homes. She's got Beverly Hills, New York City, maybe even a vacation property. So property taxes, staff upkeep, mortgages, $500,000 to $1 million a year.
See, that's the thing people don't realize. They be seeing people on social media with them houses and mansions and stuff. Who gonna clean all that? You?
Yeah. That's
He want a
If you ever
10,000 square foot
seen
house.
if you ever
10,000.
seen the house that you now living in and not flush the toilet, how the
Yeah,
toilet look,
yeah. The house so big you don't even go to the other side bathroom. You ain't been over there much because you don't want to walk to the other side of the house.
yes. That's what I'm trying to. Hey, that's why I'm trying to get people to understand. You got to take a page out of 50 book. That's why eventually everybody's gonna be moving back to the South where they started it. Everything cheaper, but it just depends on how this new thing goes. But everybody moving back down south, Texas, Louisiana, eventually Arkansas.
They starting to move out of Houston. I heard they said they starting to move. The taxes is
Yeah,
insane in Houston. The real estate taxes and
yeah,
stuff.
yeah.
Very likely. Staff and
Louisiana and
security, personal
Arkansas is
assistants, security detail, agent, managers, standard 10% agent fee, 5% manager fee, 5% lawyer fee. These are standard. That's $1.2 million gone before she touches it.
Just off agents and security, $1.2 million gone. Man, that's crazy. But people want to live that rich lifestyle,
Over
man.
$6 million. Family and generational support. Often celebrities are the financial backbone for their families and extended families. This could be another $250,000 to $500,000 a year in indirect support.
Man, do y'all is that real, man, to spend that much money? Like, what is that realistic, man, over a long period of time, spending that much on people like that's not in the game with you? You just giving them money, man.
it's realistic to those that
And
ain't.
a lot of people,
That's it.
yeah,
Yeah.
let these older people, they don't take care of themselves. And the
That's
more
crazy.
money you have, the older you're able to get. You know, I got a 7-year-old man. His mama still alive.
Yeah.
Lifestyle and brand costs. So she's got travel and stylists and appearances and charitable obligations. That's $500,000 to $1 million a year. So let's do a quick summary gut check. $6 million gross income, $3.5 million available net after taxes. Subtract $1.2 million for.
They said $6 million gross, $3 million after tax. They take $3 million just in taxes. Gone. Man, that's unreal, man.
Agents, managers, and lawyers. $1 million for homes. $750,000 for security and staffing and lifestyle. $500,000 for folks mooching on her. I'm sorry, family obligations and extended family. At least about $1 million or so for her free and clear. And clearly her expenses are over that. But I mean, even if that's the case, well, yes, her expenses are over that. So for her lifestyle, unless she radically changes her lifestyle. So for somebody making $100,000 a year and is spending $90,000 a year, which is very normal, is what we're seeing in coaching and counseling. Most folks have too much a month at the end of their money. You're making $100,000, you're spending $90,000 on obligations. It's the same squeeze as if she has $3.5 million free to her to allocate, but at the end of it, she has a fraction of that she can actually use to live. So this is not about pitying celebrities or resenting them. God bless them. Kudos to them. It's about the fact that you can outspend your income, whoever you are.
Wow. That's crazy.
There's no
Is she
amount of
too
money.
old?
There's no number. There's no, because people think $1 million is their magical number
Yeah.
where I can't overspend. No, whatever you make,
Yeah.
whatever
Yeah.
the amount that can come in, you can overspend it, and you can
Yeah.
be in the welfare line with me, and you make $1 million. You make $6 million a year.
Mm. Is she too old to be like this? Is she too old for that?
No,
It's like she's been
No,
around
he
long
just
enough.
broke it down. He just broke it down.
Yeah.
you would like what?
Expenses don't go down; they go up as we get
You
older.
can make them go down if you make some choices. You could cut some expenses out. You could trim some fat.
That doesn't happen naturally. Naturally, things go up.
Like, all right, look.
All right, man. That's funny.
Yeah.
That's crazy. So is that bad decision broke or living beyond your means broke?
No, there's just getting caught up in the celebrity of it, and
Oh,
it's harder to live normal because society says we have to do this. We live living up to an unrealistic standard.
yeah.
You know,
Mm.
Can you make that much money and be normal, like just be under the radar? Is that even possible?
Yes.
it's a lot of people doing it. It's a lot of I've been in Arkansas. It's a lot of millionaires. Just
Yeah,
regular.
they doing some wild stuff
you
too.
can't
Yeah.
you can't go under the radar, but you still have have normalcy some kind of way. Like once you make a certain amount of money and people know you like that,
Boy.
like you can have money and still be amongst people. You know what I'm saying?
No, it depends. You gotta be careful.
Yeah, you always have to be careful anyway.
You're gonna be fooled. You're gonna be
But
fooled, man. You gotta be
but
careful.
also, you can't be mad at somebody because you still want to feel normal. I know you couldn't even imagine. Nobody could imagine. You know the stuff that you take for granted, like going to the grocery store, like small stuff like that. They can't even do that.
It's like Steve Harvey saying. People say, man, he said the difference between me and another person is some people don't want to do what you did to get to where you at. They say that's tough. And he said, man, it's tough being broke. he said,
It's tough.
he said, so
Nobody.
you want to be tough being broke, or do you want to be tough getting to the next level of your life? You know what I'm saying? So yeah, I get what you're saying. That's pretty crazy. But yeah.
I
All
don't
right,
think
guys.
nobody want to be. Yeah, I don't think nobody want to be broke out here. I don't think nobody.
But I'm saying it's people that don't want to put in their work. If you say, hey, if you do A, B, C, and D, they're like, man, I don't want to do A, B, C, and D. I
Yeah.
just want the money. Like, well, how you gonna get to the money? You know what I'm saying? That's all I'm
They
saying.
they want to do it, but you gotta really break it down because I think the generation that's coming up
Some
now.
people you can break it down, they just don't want to do the work. You can break it down.
It's
I've
Now,
seen.
guess what? No, no. See, guess what? Everybody, they don't mind the work. They don't mind
I
doing the
said,
work. But the thing is, you might lose. You might lose. You might all that time you invested, you might lose it. You might not finish school. You might end up in debt with no degree. So people don't want
well,
to
why
lose.
would you not finish school if you make a commitment to start though?
Guess what? I don't know. Everybody
Because
situation is different. They
when
they
I
they they
stopped,
they, they don't succeed.
I stopped because I stopped, but I should have finished going. Like if you the thing about a
So
degree,
yours was clean cut because you didn't want to. But that's not
but that's like I
everybody's
said.
story.
That's what I'm saying. But some people, but that ain't everybody's story though. That's what I'm saying. It's some people's story, but it ain't everybody's story.
Yeah.
And I'm saying education, that's thing that it validates what you invested your time in. It validates. It can't take it
But
away from you.
guess what? Every investment doesn't pay off.
But what I'm
If
saying is this.
for
What I'm
whatever
saying is
reason
right.
they don't
But what
want to
I'm saying is
invest
this.
anything because they don't want to lose
What I'm
anything
saying is this. It's
because
dudes that's been told you can go to an apprenticeship. They pay for it. All you have to do is commit to 5 years to get your hours, and they pay you. You go on site, you work, and you come back and learn for free. People still don't want to do it. I don't want to do that.
it's
But
the same variable about the we were talking about the other day on the podcast when
Yes, yes.
Master gave everybody a gift. Some people
According to
don't
their
want to.
according to their talents, he gave them gifts according to their talents.
Yeah,
Right.
they don't want to lose what they have. You know, you can't outwork when somebody don't have ambition and they don't want to risk what they have.
But you got to do something, not nothing, though, right?
You, yeah, yeah, you are definitely preaching to the choir, but
But he did nothing, though. That's what I'm saying. He did nothing. That's all I'm saying. He didn't do nothing.
it's not
That's all
true.
I'm saying. You got to do something, not nothing.
Yeah, we can go further and further when it
I've
comes
been there. I'm saying like I haven't been. I've been there. I've been the dude that wasn't doing. I got to do something. I'm not doing nothing right now. I got to get on it.
and that's
What I
what
get? Hmm?
that's one of the things that's what I love about this generation. They're gonna skip over all that extra shit. Oh, excuse me. Extra. They gonna skip over all the extra stuff because they re- they literally got the cheat code. They got the
But
cheat
if they
code.
take advantage of the time, they will have the cheat code. But if you
No,
don't
they
take
got
advantage of it,
it. They got it.
but they got to execute. That's all I'm saying. I'm telling them if you execute, the cheat
They
code is there. But what
listen.
good is having a cheat code in front of you and you don't execute on it though? That's
They
all I'm saying.
are. They what I'm saying. Like they are executing to a whole different a whole
Is it
different
legit and is
degree.
it
Yes,
longevity involved?
yes. And they were like, man, hey,
Because it seems
it's
like it's
that.
a
It's
small percentage on a higher scale. It's a small percentage.
no, it ain't. There's more than what you think.
Cause you got these kids talking about they tougher than the military in Chicago. They don't realize. Do you realize
Yeah,
who you
but
talking to?
that's that one person. He doesn't. He don't even have enough pull to even say some stuff like that.
Boy, you don't even know what the military got. Like you gonna hide behind
Yeah.
your wall. They can shoot you through the wall. They can shoot you through the wall, man. You know
You
what
know
I'm
what
saying?
I'm saying? One person don't define the whole, the whole demographic of people that really